Truman Show ever get the feeling you're being watched very closely? Perhaps by a neighbor or colleague? Maybe by a supposed lover? Or perhaps by an entire town? A community that seemingly knows your every move as if by script. And what do you do when your idyllic lifestyle begins to conflict with who you truly are, forcing you to face up to the fact that the world you live in is not quite as it seems? Peter Weir's 1998 sci-fi drama The Truman Show is one such exploration of these prophetic themes and features Jim Carrey in the lead role, who gives one of the best performances of his career. Set in the pristine fictional town of Seahaven, the story follows Truman Burbank, a happy-go-lucky banker who appears to lead the perfect all-American life with his wife Meryl, played by Laura Linney. Truman, who is surrounded by close friends and relatives that appear to offer nothing but kind words and support for him, appears content enough with his own existence. But as each identical day falls into the next, Truman slowly begins to question the reality of the town he has never moved away from, taking him on a journey that will eventually force him to confront his own understanding of the only reality he has known, as well as the desires he has for the one woman he truly loves. Without wanting to go into too much detail about the film's central revelation, The Truman Show acts as one of the most prescient films to ever be released by Hollywood, with its story symbolizing a terrifying prologue to the modern television and social media trends that we have come to know today. Screenwriter Andrew Niccol would eventually write somewhere in the region of 16 drafts of his script before director Peter Weir felt it struck the right amount of humor and drama. As such, its story is both a romantic comedy, science fiction, exploration, and detective thriller. The film's narrative is subverted from what one may come to expect from a big studio release, giving us a truly unique take on what the influence of television could one day become in the name of entertainment. With Paramount Pictures describing the production as one of the most expensive art films ever made, Jim Carrey's performance as the troubled Truman is one of the finest he has ever contributed to the silver screen, ditching his traditional bombastic mugging for a much more subdued, lonely presence that keeps the film's heart grounded in a character whose life seems to be constantly dictated for by those around him. The feeling of claustrophobia that Truman develops as the story progresses, combined with his childhood trauma, is played beautifully by Carrey, who by the film's third act has nothing but sympathy from us as the viewer when he finally is faced with the choice of choosing his own destiny. This, combined with Weir's excellent choice of Burkhard Dulwitz as the film's composer, along with selected music by Philip Glass and Wojciech Kila, as well as the location of Seaside, Florida as the story's fictional setting, makes The Truman Show not only a unique exploration of the mind of its unwitting star, but also a visual feast to be appreciated. In its own right, its ending and final message will stay with you for years to come, and may even make you question your own reality if you're not careful. But then again, you could always just change the channel. What else is on? Yeah, let's do what else. Where's the TV guy?